All right, guys, what is up? Griffin Paul Snout here. I just got to Winterberg last night, stayed at a hotel. Now I'm out here checking out the course. Definitely super sick to see. They've changed up some things. It's a little hip at the top, it's a little different. Pretty sure these are some brand new welded ramps that we got here. It's looking crazy, but yeah, I'm gonna take you guys through a little walk through the course. Should be fun. Okay, guys, starting off near the top anyways. Got a little classic step down at the top. Little roll in to get you started, same as last year. Looks super sick. Come down this landing into this new lip that they got here. Last year I think it was a dirt to dirt. This time they get a proper ramp into this landing. It's a little less hipped, it looks like. A little bit more of a dish landing. See if I can get up here. Yeah, so you can kind of land a little more straight into this big berm and then into that next big booter there. Looking super buff, super sick. Boys did a good job out here. Let's go check this one out. Beautiful day. Absolute bluebird sky out there. But yeah, definitely a little on the windier side to ride these ramps. This one looks absolutely crazy. So this is the first big booter on course. Do some big tricks on. New ramp, I believe. They're all welded up. Steel ramps out here. This thing is deep and booty looking, just how I like them. Pretty big jump actually, but you got this huge runway coming up out of the hip jump. Come around, should be hitting some pedals. Hopefully we get lots of speed for this thing, and yeah, I see some bangers on here. Ramps look super nice, brand new. Damn, look at these bad boys. All right, just gonna give you guys a quick little forward view of the hip, the run in, and then look at this jump. This thing's pretty big. Like, I mean, it's a pretty big gap, and the lips fairly blasty there. Stoked to see how this thing runs. All right, here we got the landing of the first jump. Something I definitely noticed right away, the dirt here, the way they got it packed is just cemented in. It's kind of a gravelly consistency of dirt. But yeah, I believe they've used a compactor on here and it is pretty cement. So yeah, I definitely don't want to be going down too hard on here. Definitely be tearing yourself up pretty good. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Here we are at the second booter. Looks pretty much the same as the first booter, I would say. Probably the exact same ramp, to be honest, 2 in a row. This jump looks a little bit smaller, a little bit less gap. Maybe there's a little less speed coming into it. I don't know. It doesn't look like they've done too many test hits, but a couple marks going off the lip, which is always a good sign. Love when the builders are testing the course. We know it at least works a little bit. So yeah, second booter, pretty much the same thing as the first. Let's move on. All right, guys, here we are on the second of the 2 booters in a row. I'm on the top of the landing. You can see the ramp down there. See the landing down this way. This thing is super crazy. Goes into this mini whale tail type scenario. Looks a little skinny, a little scary. No railings on it, but looks like a fun feature. Doesn't look like this lip completely is squared off with that landing. It's definitely got a little bit of a tilt to it. I'm guessing that's because I'm like right about in the middle right here. So they're probably trying to split the difference and line it up. But yeah, it looks super fun out here. Crazy view of this zone. They got all this action going on. Lots of green, lots of forest. Classic Germany. Loving it out here. Let's go. Okay, guys, here we are at this crazy little whale tail feature. I've seen this in videos and stuff. Looks pretty sick, pretty fun. Got a brand new ramp into it. I believe this is also the exact same ramp as those 2. I could be wrong. There could be a height difference, a radius difference, but to me, she's looking pretty damn similar. But yeah, sweet little jump in. Looks like you're gonna need to get a little pump and then sweet little jump out. I think they've changed this landing a little bit too. I think it used to be completely straight out of this little step down, little in, little out. But yeah, let's take a look anyways. See if I can get on here or something like that. Sweet little jump in. Got a nice little round caser here, skate park style kind of. Then straight out of this thing, yeah. So I think this used to be pretty much straight before. Just a tiny, tiny little guy. It's almost even with the top of this lip, really. It's only a couple feet step down. But it's definitely a little bit of a hip now into this berm, because I think they've redone this. This always used to be a bones, but look at this bad boy. Now they've chefed up this sweet little dirt to dirt, kind of a step down, I guess. A little bit of a step down, and then into the last jump. Looking good out here, guys. All right, here's a view of this little whale tail. I know we've already went over it, but a couple features. This out is interesting to me as it's so small, but should be sick. Barely a step down, a little bit of a hip. Definitely a bit of a jibbier feature. You're gonna have to be on it in here to do anything worse than points, but yeah, looks good. Lands in here, big Nice new berm around. I'm guessing you can get a couple pedals and hop into that pump thing. So let's go take a look. I'll run you guys around here. Comes around. Oh yeah, so we got some elevation here. It's a good little downhill into the step down. Should be sick. Let's see. Yo. Yeah, this looks pretty dope. It's a little tilted, but no, she looks good. Boom. Again, this isn't much of a step down. It's probably only 2 feet down. It's more of actually a long and low. So we'll see how she rides, see what kind of tricks we figure we can do on it. Lip is looking pretty hard, but I wouldn't say it's the most buff lip I've ever seen. I'm guessing the boys still have some work to do on it. It's hard to say. It's definitely got like some high spot here, low spot there. That could definitely be for drainage though, but yeah, she's looking good. Definitely a sweet switch up from the bones. Love to see some new features out here and, you know, change things up. Keep it fresh out here and not have the same thing over and over. So yeah, definitely stoked on this, stoked on the changes they made. Let's see the last jump and then, yeah, call it a day, I guess. Okay guys, here we are at the final jump on course. If I'm not mistaken, every single ramp on this course is the same, I believe. The top one might be different, but I believe this one, the one into the little whale tail, and both those booters up there, I believe it's all the same ramp. So, you know, hopefully it'll be easy to get used to this course if there is windy conditions. These jumps might be different speeds, but I'm pretty sure they're definitely similar takeoffs anyway. So yeah, if we're not getting many practice laps, might be key factor of being able to do stuff nice and quick. I think they got a little mowing job to do on this landing, as right now it's hard to even see where it is. But yeah, this thing looks sick. Step down landing, coming into the last one. Not much to see here except another sick little trick jump. Pretty similar to the other landings. It's drawn out a little bit, kind of nice into this little bank to kill your speed, but yeah, sick course. Stoked to get on this thing. Hopefully the weather holds up. There is rain in the forecast and it's notoriously windy here, I believe, but that's all part of the fun, all part of the challenge. Stoked to see some of these young guns come out. I'm sure they'll be throwing down. All right, guys, I think that's a wrap on this video. Nothing fancy, shot sideways on my iPhone. What can you expect? But yeah, more action coming your way with practice, finals, and the event coming up. So yeah, take her easy and stay tuned.